Hi, my name's Eliza. Welcome back to my channel. You know me as Daily Run with Za over on Instagram. So just maybe a few weeks ago, I put up a video saying how running every day is actually easier than 3 times a week. And I had a lot of feedback as far as people wholeheartedly agreeing with that, and then people just kind of getting mad and saying, wow, that's not correct. So we all come from our different backgrounds in whether or not we think that's attainable or feasible, you know. So today I'm just going to share 3 reasons how running every day is easier than 3 times a week. So let's just talk about the mentality of running every day or running 3 times a week. So maybe, that's a great place to start. Maybe you commit to Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing a run. So, I don't know what that would look like. It's obviously easier to kind of plug it in at the same time after work in the morning. If you're trying to get up in the morning and do your run, maybe it's easier in your mind to think, okay, I only have to get up early 3 days a week instead of 5, whatever works. So the first reason why running every day is easier than 3 times a week is because when we only commit to 3 or 4 times a week, it's like we have this weekday versus weekend mentality. So we're trying to, we're going to work, we have all this stuff going on throughout the week. And maybe that's when we do our run. But when we get to the weekend, we have more time. We tend to rest more if possible. And it's like we create this weekend mentality that we don't want to enter the week. Saturday's like, oh, great, tomorrow's Sunday. And then it's Sunday. Oh, great, tomorrow's Monday. I got to start the work week. So like, why do we have to have this mentality of weekday and weekend, and maybe committing to running just on the weekend works better for your time, but I think it's a good practice to find how to plug in a run or a walk or some sort of practice during the work week, and being able to prioritize yourself, which is important, especially if you have a long day at work listening to other people. So just like mental health wise, I think it's good, just from my experience of being able to run every day for the past 19 years and just having that like structure. This is how the weekday routine works, and then the weekend. So it's like maybe finding a way to kind of balance both. The second reason is running every day, like 7 days a week. I'm going to say, 6 days a week. Okay, that's fine. 7 days a week, running more than 3 times a week is easier because we then begin to learn how to make ourselves a priority. So there's people I've worked with and they cannot get up for themselves, but they can get up for work. So, being able to learn how to prioritize ourselves and, 3 times a week still isn't really that easy. But if we make it a routine, part of our routine that, okay, this is my time to run, to walk, we're creating that time for ourselves to prioritize us, like ourselves. And then the third last part is, which I'm kind of alluding to, is basically you're creating a lifestyle habit. You're doing this as a daily routine. So it's the same as you wake up, you brush your teeth, you move on with your day. So it's like if you commit to the habit and the ritual of a daily run or a walk, it's the same, like brushing your teeth. You wake up, you do it, and you move on with the rest of your day. Or like for me, sometimes I plug in my run at different times of the day, depending what's going on. It's like that ritual of getting in that practice, my run practice for the day. So it's like, oh no, we wake up late. We didn't have time to brush our teeth. The rest of the day is just like, oh no, when am I gonna brush my teeth? Because like I just feel like, like I didn't start my day correctly. That's kind of how a run feels. Like, oh God, I have to do this. I gotta take that time for myself. And then once I get out there, especially, on busy days, it's like, oh great, I'm so glad that I had this ability to get out and do a run, experience fresh air, and, kind of remove myself from the situation. So we also like to think that, 3 times a week is more feasible than 7, which might be the case at first, especially if you're coming into a run or a walk plan, I guess. But I think we learn more if, you know, we're presented with certain days that almost seem impossible to get in this run. So it's like sometimes we're so busy, we like, where do we find 20 minutes to do a run or a walk? And then once we do find that time, you'd be surprised how we can quickly, I guess, find times in other aspects of the day, you know, depending on how busy it is or what's going on. It's like being able to realize, wow, I actually made time for myself and it seemed impossible. Like, well, I guess that is possible. Maybe if I have another busy day or other things are going on, I'd be able to find a way to put in, you know, my run or walk for the day. So it's also a matter of, you know, the 3-day-a-week mentality. Like, okay, I have time 3 days a week. But once again, it's not having the time, it's making the time. So, you know, looking back at your schedule, you're like, wow, this, you know, how am I supposed to get 20 minutes in, you know? And that's where I have commitment journal. So we have different tips on how to plug in your run. Maybe it's a lunch break, maybe it's after work, maybe it's a treadmill, maybe it's literally around your living room. You know, it's about certain days making you more creative than others in order to find or create that 20 minutes for yourself. So let me know in the comments below if you have experience as far as committing to, you know, 5, 6, 7 days a week of a run or a walk or a workout routine compared to 3. I don't know what the research is out there, but I feel like 3 people, you know, 3 days a week often can fall off the wagon easier than those that are, you know, plugging it in as more of a lifestyle routine. So let me know in the comments. Like the video if you liked it, and follow me on Instagram, Daily Run with Za. And have a great day.